Good afternoon, 6th standard. So, in our last video, we saw what do you mean by matter and the states of matter. That is the different states of matter. So, I told you we had three different states. One is solid, liquid, and gaseous. So, we will have a deep look into it. What do you mean by solid, liquid, and gas? That is the difference between these three states of matter. So, our first one is about solids. So before going into it, just have a look into the picture of solid. So once when you look, you can find all your solid okay, the molecules of solids are closely arranged. There is no gap between them. The same diagram I used in your last video. Okay, so in your solids you can see they are closely arranged with one another. There is no gap, only a little bit of gap between them. So these space we call as your intermolecular space. So now the intermolecular space is so less, therefore intermolecular force of attraction will be maximum. Whenever your intermolecular force of attraction is maximum, in that case, the solid remains to be stronger. So by looking into the figure, we conclude our first point. What is our first point? They are closely packed and they have very less intermolecular space. So intermolecular space of attraction between the particle is strong that they cannot move freely. That is why we cannot break them easily. So the next one, solids have definite shape and volume. Yes or no? They have a prescribed shape and they have a volume, and it cannot be compressed easily. You just take an iron piece. Okay, an iron piece, it can obtain in any shape. Okay, whatever shape you want, it is possible for us to obtain. Is it possible for us to compress an iron piece using our hand? You cannot do it. Okay, you cannot compress an iron piece which is in a bar shape. You cannot compress them. Why? Because it is because of a intermolecular force of attraction. Solids do not flow and they do not need any container to hold them, whereas this is your discrimination for liquids and gases. Your liquid needs a container. If you just pour a liquid, it will flow all over the entire area. But a solid, if you just take a solid and keep it anywhere, it will be as such. So that is the difference between a solid and a liquid. Best is you take a chair and keep it aside. The chair will be as such. But you take a water and you pour it anywhere, the water will be flowing. So that is the difference between them. Solids can only change their shape by force when cut or broken. So whenever you apply external force only, you can break a solid. Either you can cut them, you can break them, or you can heat them. So all these are the way in which you can work with your solids. So next one is your liquid. As usual, first try to see your diagram. So look at over here. Here it has many space. Can you see the space are many? Okay, or it's like it's not closely packed with one another. Here the spacing is minimum. Okay, here the spacing is minimum, here the spacing is maximum, or comparatively more than your solid. Okay, compare your solid and liquid, the spacing is quite high here. So as I said, what will happen if intermolecular spaces increases, intermolecular force of attraction decreases. Okay, so they are not closely packed. Intermolecular force of attraction is quite less and it is not as strong as in your solid. The force of attraction between the particles in liquid allow them to have a fixed volume but not a fixed shape. Okay, they will not have fixed shape, but they will have fixed volume. Listen here, they will have fixed volume, not fixed shape. But over here, they will have both fixed shape and volume. Okay, they will have both fixed shape and volume. Is it for able to follow? They'll have both fixed shape and volume. Here they will have only fixed volume. Volume will be the same, whereas the shape will be changing. Liquids can be compressed to certain extents. Liquid can flow and need a container to hold them. Examples of liquids are water, milk, juice, coffee, and so on. All these are the examples of your liquids. So you are able to follow this one. So first and foremost, you have to speak about their intermolecular spaces. More the intermolecular space, less the intermolecular force of attraction. If the intermolecular force of attraction is going to decrease, you can easily break the objects. If the intermolecular force of attraction is going to be high, you cannot break them easily. So depending upon this only, you will speak about the volume and the shape of a substance. So the last one, The last one is your gaseous. Now look at here. Can you see? uh, each molecule, can you see the distance between any two molecules? It is quite far apart. Okay, therefore as the distance increases, attraction decreases. Okay, the attraction, the force of attraction will be decreasing. Your force of attraction decreases. When this will happen? As your distance increases. As your distance increases, the force of attraction decreases. So automatically what will happen? Yes, so gaseous molecule do not have, yeah, so force of attraction between them, the intermolecular force of attraction between them is negligible to hold together. Your gaseous molecule do not have fixed shape and volume. Okay, listen, they do not have fixed shape and volume. So it is one of the important point. Why they do not have? Because of the negligible force of attraction. The force of attraction is so less, it is negligible in range, and your gases can be compressed easily, and they can flow and need a container as well. Okay, they can flow and need a container as well, and these are some of your examples of your gaseous content. Okay, so just go through it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. And yeah, next one is your distinguish. So this distinguish, what we learned separately, has been put together in your tabulation form. So look at your solids will have fixed shape. Yes or no? Your solids will have fixed shape. Okay, now what about liquids? They do not have fixed shape, but they take the shape of your container. Imagine you're going to have a round shape, a round shape container, and another one is a rectangle. In whatever shape it is, the liquid will take the same shape. Now come for your gas. They does not bother anything. Next one, fixed volume. Fixed volume, here it does not have any fixed volume. So intermolecular space is minimum, less intermolecular space, here it is maximum. Maximum intermolecular force of attraction less, and here it is minimum. Cannot flow, this both can flow. Cannot be compressed easily, can be compressed to small extent, and gaseous can be compressed. So gases can be compressed, because if you compress a gas, it will give a cooling effect to us. Okay, so on this basis only your ACs are working. Your fridge AC will work on this compression of your gases. You are able to compress means you take a cotton. Okay, you all know your duster, right? You take a duster and you try to squeeze them. That is like your compression. So you can compress your gases. The more you want to compress, more cooling effect you have. But it is not possible for us to compress a solid. If you compress more than the extent, the solid will eventually break out. So I want you people to go through the lessons. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in person. Thank you.